Welcome to Power User with Crash Long Johns. That's me. So we're completing our Novice Power Up series. And in this video, we're going to tie it all together. So what we're doing is we're taking everything that we kind of covered in our bite size, and we're going to kind of put it all together to show you kind of an example all the way from creating it to the end and actually having a viable intake type request form. So with that said, let's get started and jump over to the computer. Now that we're at the computer, you'll see that we're at our studio here in Power Apps. Now save a little bit of time. Went ahead and created my 3 screens. I got a screen home, screen new trail, screen view trail. Also went ahead and added our trails SharePoint list for our data connection and also the Office 365 users. So we're going to go ahead and go back to our view here. So again, we got our screens. Also added a image for our background, and we added our component banner. That way, just to save a little bit of time. So we're going to start with our new screen. We're going to start with our background. We're going to go ahead and get in our background here. And we're also going to go ahead and go to our component and add our banner component. And we're going to change a couple things here. We're going to select our background color for the banner. Going to get our text color. And we're going to update our text to welcome to the world of trails. Oops. Of trails. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And we're going to go ahead and paste this on our other 2 views, or our screens. And so for the second one, we're going to say add a trail. And for our view trail, we're going to say view trail. There we go. So let's go back to our screen home. We got our background, we got our banner. Just go ahead and insert a couple things. We're going to insert 2 buttons here. We got our 2 buttons. We're going to call one add trail. The other one, we're going to say view trails. On our add trail, we're going to do a couple of different things here for our on select. So one is we're going to navigate. And we're going to navigate to the new trail screen. And we're going to do screen transition none. We're also going to set, nope, not going to set, we're also going to do a new form. And it's going to be our, we'll get to that because we haven't created a form yet. So we're going to have to come back to that one. So we'll just leave that for now. So that gives a little indication they come back. Our view trails, we're going to go ahead and do our navigate. And it's going to be our screen view trail. And we're also going to do screen transition none. So far so good. We'll come back to this one because like I said we'll get our little form in there. So now we got our add trail, we're going to navigate. So we're going to go to the new trail. So now let's go to our screen new trail. Well, we got our banner, but we don't got a background. So let's go ahead and put in our background. There we go. Now for this is our new trail. We're going to go ahead and insert a form. So we're going to get our edit form. And we're going to go ahead and get our data source. That is our trails. We're going to go ahead and remove our attachments. And let's also make this a 2. And we're going to go ahead and get rid of our other little extra writer information that we don't need. So we got our title, we have our writer, we got the trail name, trail type, bike selection, difficulty, and some comments. Well, the only thing we want to do is we want to do a little adjustment to our comments here. One is we're going to make that a multi-line of comments. And let's go ahead and change our height to, let's say, 150. There we go. So we got our comments in there. Now let's go ahead and add us a button. And for this button, we're going to go ahead and label this as submit. And for our on success of our actual form control, so we're going to go to on success. And with this, we're going to do a couple things that we want to prepare for. So one is we're going to, on success, we're going to navigate. And we're going to go navigate to screen view trail. And we're going to have none, so no transition. We're also going to go ahead and set a variable. So we're going to say var add. And then we're going to set this to true. What this is all about is when we go ahead and submit this, we want to make sure when it goes to the screen of the view trail, we're going to have a message saying, hey, it's been added, along with them being able to select and view the other trails or trails that have been added. So we have that. And then we're also going to go ahead and set our, we're also going to do our new form. So that way it can be already set. This is form 3. You should tell, kind of have done this a couple times. So there we go. So just to keep things straight, we're going to rename this one. And we're going to say form, and this is new. New trail. Go. That way we have little things added up. So let's go back to our home screen. So now let's go ahead and edit this. Now we want new form, and that's going to be form new trail. There we go. So on our screen new trail, we've added in our form control. We have our button to go ahead and submit, but right now, oh, look, we got our submit, but on select is just showing false. When you go ahead and update that too, when you say submit form, and we're going to do form new trail and close that. That's all we're going to do on that submit button for on select. That's it. The on success that we had here is going to do everything after it's been submitted and it's been written to the SharePoint list. We're going to navigate to the view trail screen. We're going to set a variable add, setting that to true, and then new form, form new trail. So let us go ahead and jump over to our screen view trail. All right, well, we got our welcome there. Let's go ahead and get our background again. So let's go ahead and get our background added. There we go. So we got our that set. All right, now let's go ahead and insert a gallery. Here's our gallery. Let's go ahead and change this only to title. So we're going to layout and we're going to do title. Now let's go ahead and get us our trails. So we're connected to the trails database. So we're basically SharePoint list. And we're going to go one more. We're going to lower this down. All right. And let's go ahead and add us in a form control. So edit. There's our other form control. Put this in. Move that over. Let's go ahead and add in our data connector of trails. There's that. We can get rid of the attachment, get rid of writer 2, make this into 2. We'll go ahead and expand out our comments multi-line text and to the 150 height. There we go. See that this one is on 208, so let's match that so we can kind of have things a little lined up. There we go. So let's go ahead and add in our label here. So we're just on our screen. We're going to add in a label. We'll do this straight across, so let's go ahead and make the width the 1366. And we'll put that right about there. We're going to go ahead and center that. Let's go ahead and add our text in here. We're going to say, your new trail has been added. Please select your trail below or other trails by clicking the icon. All right, so there's that. Let's make this stand out a little bit. So we'll pull in our fill. Let's go ahead and just make our fill green. And then let's pull up our color. And let's go ahead and make that white. And we're going to semi-bold that. All right, there we go. Let's pull this in just a little bit on each end. Take it off the edge. Again, you can always play around, but there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, because remember we set that variable to like var add true. What we're using that for is we're going to go down to our visible, and we're going to change this to var add. Okay, there we go. And then on our gallery, we got our icon of select. We're going to go ahead and change this. One is we're going to do another variable, var item, as this item, and close that out. And we're also going to set our var add to false. What that will do is we'll go ahead and make the notification disappear. And then we're also going to set our, don't need to set it. What we're going to do is we're going to do view form, and we're going to do form. And in this case, we got to rename our form here, so that way we can have a little bit. We're going to do form, and we're going to say view. So now, let's go ahead and say form view. There we go. So that's going to allow it where our information will be viewable, not changeable, but viewable. So we have that. And then let's go ahead and we can do one more. Let's just put in a quick little icon. Let's say add. And we can go ahead. I had that in the gallery, so you kind of got to watch that. And we'll go ahead and get out of the gallery, do icon add. And we can just put a little add over here. And we're going to change where it's white. And now we're going to go ahead and say on select. We're going to go back to navigate. And we're going to go screen new trail and screen transition none. And there we go. Well, let's see how we're doing. Let's go ahead and see all this tied together. So in our app, we don't have anything on the on start. We don't have anything on the start screen, so nothing to test out there, refresh. So let's go ahead and start from our screen home and play this. All right, so we got our add trail, new trail. So we're going to go ahead and hit our add trail. We went to our add trail screen. We can say title, so let's say South Mountain. The rider, let's say Crash. And pick Crash Jr. Trail name, Towers. Trail type, it's road. Bike selection, felt road. Difficulty, blue. Comments, nice climb to Towers. Gives you a workout. Overall, good 2.5K miles. Or not 2.5. Woo, that'd be a long day. That'd be a long, long time. So overall, good 45 miles and 2.5K in elevation gain. There we go. So let's go ahead and submit that. It's been submitted. Boom. Now we're at our view screen. Hey, look at that. Your new trail has been added. Please select your trail below or other trails by clicking the icon. So we can go ahead and click that. And lo and behold, we have nothing. What's going on? Well, it looks like we missed something. Let's see what we missed. Okay, well, I got my on select. I set this var item, this item. I set the var add false. That worked. View form. My view form came up, but nothing else. Well, let's see what we got. It's in our form control. We got our data source as trails, but our item, what we need to do is we need to change it and put in here var item. So we got our variable. There we go. Look at that. We got some information populated. So boom, there's our title of that particular item. So let's go ahead and add another one. Here we go. We got back. So let's go McDowell. And we're going to go ahead and pick Craig there. So myself, got that. Trail name, let's go Pemberton. Type, it's going to be mountain. I'm going to do Santa Cruz. Difficulty blue. Comments, great flowy trail. Some climbs. Overall, great 15-mile loop. Go ahead and submit that. There we go. We got our message again. Your new trail has been added. We can go ahead and look at McDowell. There's McDowell information. I can go back to South Mountain and so forth. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you have. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. As always, thank you for stopping by. Until next time, keep learning.